Well, hello and welcome back to another edition of the Andre Whitehead Radio Show, which is a production of our independent firm, Whitehead Media Ventures. Of course, our company was started in 1989, so we are always thankful and appreciative of all of you who follow our television show, our social media presence, and of course, this new 2 hour radio formatted show called The Andre Whitehead Radio Show. As we bring you new episodes every Tuesday from 7 to 9 a.m. And we thank our premier sponsors, the great folks at PAC Law Group. Visit the website, paclawgroup.com for help. And thanks for tuning in. It's time for the show to start right now.
Yeah. Turn it up real quick. You're now locked in with the Andre Whitehead Radio Show. Independence has its value. Let it ring loud. Different voices, real choices, breaking out the crowd. From the streets to the ballroom, from the mic to the soul. Andre Whitehead Radio, yeah, we in control. Yeah. Business features, spotlight dreams, entrepreneurs building kingdoms, all visions and schemes. Free gifts for the people, yeah, we give back love. Community first, got the city rise above. News you can trust, no smoke, no gang. What's really going on, yeah, we say it plain. Family fun, keep the kids all smiling. Radio waves with the heart so inspiring. Independence has its value, feel the vibration. Truth on the airwaves, real conversation. From the hood to the hills, every voice has a role. Andre Whitehead Radio, mind, body, soul, yeah. Non-profit voices get a seat at the table, helping hands, strong hearts, making change when we able. Politics talk straight, no spin, no disguise, just facts. Different views, let the people decide. Community service, boots on the ground, not just talk on the mic, we be moving around. Sports talk, fire every win, every loss. From the playground dreams to the championship cost. Upcoming events, mark the date. Special features, don't be late. Culture, unity, elevation. Independent voice for the next generation. Next generation.
Hello and again, welcome to this edition of the Andre Whitehead Radio Show, where we bring you new, fresh episodes every Tuesday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. We thank you so much for joining us. We're also presented by our friends at Tharp Funeral Home and Crematory, helping to celebrate the lives of our loved ones with dignity and care. They are at tharpfuneralhome.com. By the way, let me invite all of you to a special event. It's called Elegance, the Whitehead Media Ventures Community Scholarship Fashion Show. We're going to have some fun. Community leaders will walk the runway in their best of fashion. We'll have music, entertainment, of course, food, and we're bringing in a great musical entertainer that you do not want to miss. Don't miss Elegance, the Whitehead Media Ventures Community Fashion Show. It will be May the 17th at 4 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn on Wards Road in Lynchburg, Virginia. Don't miss it. And again, welcome to the radio show. In today's show, we're going to take you to yesterday's press conference with Donald Trump, the President of the United States, talking about the successful, heroic rescue of that pilot that ejected from his fighter jet after it was struck in Iran. He held a press conference yesterday. We'll bring you the first portion of that, so stay tuned. Then we'll also hear from Ms. Phyllis Johnson with her Thinking Out Loud segment. And we'll introduce you to Judge Eugene Butler, the first African-American judge selected in Lynchburg. So let's kick off the show with the press conference with President Donald J. Trump from yesterday.
Here today to celebrate the success of one of the largest, most complex, most harrowing combat searches. I guess you would call it a search and rescue mission ever attempted by the military. Generally, when planes are knocked down in war, especially when you're fighting a strong group, an evil group, you can't really do this because you send in 200 men to pick up one, and it's something that's usually not attempted as much as you want to attempt. And bad things happen to that one or two. And in this case, we did two, and it might not have been attempted before, but we did. And we had great talent. We got a little luck too, I would say. And we were helped by a lot of people, a lot of great people. And it was an honor to be involved with it. It's very historic. This is a rescue that's very historic. It'll go down in the books. Late Thursday night, an American F-15 fighter jet went down deep inside enemy territory in Iran while participating in Operation Epic Fury, where we're doing unbelievably well at a level that nobody's ever seen before. The entire country can be taken out in one night, and that night might be tomorrow night. Both members of the crew ejected from the aircraft and landed alive on Iranian soil. I immediately was asked to make a decision. I ordered the U.S. Armed Forces to do whatever was necessary to bring our brave warriors back home. A risky decision, because we could have ended up with 100 dead as opposed to one or two. It's a hard decision to make. But in the United States military, we leave no American behind. We don't do it. Within hours, our armed forces deployed 21 military aircraft into hostile airspace, many flying at very low altitude, being shot by bullets. You bring rifles into play when you're going that low, but there are also certain advantages. And in broad daylight over Iran for 7 hours, at times facing very, very heavy enemy fire. We have a helicopter that's got a lot of bullets in it. It's amazing. We just realized how good those weapons are. Those our machines are. Nobody has the equipment that we have, and nobody has the military that we have. Not even close. We're the most powerful military anywhere in the world by far. The flight crews and warfighters aboard those aircraft took extraordinary risks to rescue their fellow service members. This first wave of search and rescue forces successfully located the pilot of the F-15, and he was extracted from enemy territory by an HH-60 Jolly Green II helicopter. Fabulous machine as our warriors faced gunfire at very close range. It's amazing that when you look at the machinery, what happened, that nobody was even injured. Meanwhile, the second crew member, a weapons system officer, highly respected colonel, had landed a significant distance away from the pilot. When you're going at those speeds, even if you go out 2 or 3 seconds later, it's miles and miles away because you're going fast. He was injured quite badly and stranded in an area teeming with terrorists from the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps rough group, as well as besieged militia and local authorities. Many, on top of everything else, they told the communities actually within inside of Iran, the people of Iran, they were given a tremendous incentive to find this pilot.
You're listening to the Andre Whitehead Radio Show. We thank you so much for joining us. Our broadcast is also brought to you by our friends at Lynchburg Project Lifesaver. This organization is working to find our loved ones if they wander off due to a mental and or medical emergency. Lynchburg Project Lifesaver is administered through the Lynchburg Sheriff's Office. Give them a call to sign up your loved one. 434-847-1301. At this time, we're going to take you back to the press conference from yesterday, Monday, April the 6th, where President Donald J. Trump spoke to the press about this heroic rescue of the pilot that was ejected from his fighter jet after it was struck in Iran. Stay tuned. This is the Andre Whitehead Radio Show.
Despite the peril, the officer followed his training and climbed into the treacherous mountain terrain and started climbing toward a higher altitude, something they were trained to do in order to evade capture. They want to always go as far away from the site of the shoot down. You want to go as far away because they all head right to that site. You want to be as far away as you can. And he was injured, and he was an amazing, amazing thing. He scaled cliff faces, bleeding rather profusely, treated his own wounds, and contacted American forces to transmit his location. They have a very sophisticated beeper-type apparatus that is on them at all times. And when they go out on these missions, they make sure they have lots of battery space and they're in good shape. And this one worked really well, amazingly, saved his life. We immediately mobilized a massive operation to retrieve him from the mountain holdout. And he kept going higher and higher. The mountain kept getting rougher and rougher and really very, very hard to find. The second rescue mission involved 155 aircraft, including 4 bombers, 64 fighters, 48 refueling tankers, 13 rescue aircraft, and more. We were bringing them all over, and a lot of it was subterfuge. We wanted to have them think he was in a different location because they had a vast military force out there. Thousands of people were looking. So we wanted them to look in different areas, so we were scattered it all over like we were right on top of them. We had 7 different locations where they thought, and they were very confused. They said, well, wait a minute, they've got groups here, they've got groups there. It's an amazing thing. I was listening to these great people, these great generals. General Raisin Kane was amazing, and Pete Hegseth was amazing. But I listened to the whole thing. It was pretty amazing. So they had all these different sites where everybody thought he was located. We think we have him over there because they have 9 planes circling a little area that's 25 miles down the coast. So in a breathtaking show of skill and precision, lethality and force, America's military descended on the area, the real area, engaged the enemy, rescued the stranded officer, destroyed all threats, and exited Iranian territory while taking no casualties of any kind. The heroic F-15 weapon system officer had evaded capture on the ground in Iran for almost 48 hours. That's a long time when you're in tough shape and when you're bleeding. It's a long time. When we left, as you probably know, we had 2 large planes, pretty old planes. It carried a lot. We needed a lot more equipment going in than coming out, obviously, because going in, we needed to be able to scale mountains. And we had a lot of equipment. But the sand was sandy, wet sand. So we thought there may be a problem taking off because of the weight of the plane. And then we also had all the men jumping back onto the planes. And they got pretty well bogged down. And we had a contingency plan, which was unbelievable, where lighter, faster aircraft came in. And they took them out. We blew up the old planes. We blew them up to smithereens, because we had equipment on the planes that frankly we'd like to take, but I don't think it was worthwhile spending another 4 hours there taking it off. So we didn't want anybody to we have the best equipment anywhere in the world. We didn't want anybody examining our anti-aircraft and other equipment.
Our phone line's open, and you can leave us a comment here on social media. Give us your take. What do you think about this heroic feat of sending our finest warriors in to find this pilot? Again, as you heard the president say, we leave no one behind. Give us your thoughts, your opinions. Stay tuned. We will bring you another segment with Miss Phyllis Johnson, as she will bring us another Speaking Out Loud segment. And we'll introduce you to Lynchburg's first full-time African-American male judge, Eugene Butler. By the way, we're airing his television interview, but check out the radio version coming up real soon. We'll have a break. Stay tuned. The Andre Whitehead Radio Show continues after a word from our sponsors.
This is Matthew Pack from Pack Law Group. Have you been recently injured in any type of accident? I would love to help to assist you in this and get you the compensation that you deserve. If you have any other questions, we can give you a free consultation. Give us a call at Pack Law Group at 540-586-7225, 540-586-7225, or visit us online at packlawgroup.com, packlawgroup.com. And you're listening to the Andre Whitehead Radio Show.
This is Sheriff Don Sloan to talk about Lynchburg Project Lifesaver. Lynchburg Project Lifesaver is a program that the Lynchburg Sheriff's Office started in 2002. It's a life-saving program that uses tracking technology for those individuals in our community that have some mental-related disorder that may cause them to wander. We've had over 115 successful searches and safe returns since we started the program, and it's just a great program that we offer to our community and those that need this service should they wander away. Historically, we have found them within 30 minutes or less. And so we invite you, for more information, to contact Lynchburg Sheriff's Office at 434-847-1301 if we can be of assistance to you. Lord bless.
For over 3 centuries, there's been one independent agency growing businesses, breaking news, highlighting events, promoting nonprofits, and helping ministries. And we'd like to assist you. Contact Whitehead Media Ventures today. Call 434-528-9828 or email us at whiteheadmediaventures@gmail.com. Let us help you.
The Lynchburg Police Department is now hiring with the highest starting salary in the region of $50,000 and a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Does this sound like something you'd be interested in? An exciting career, opportunities for growth, and the ability to give back to the community you grew up in? If so, give us a call, 455-6048, 434-455-6048. Learn more at www.lynchburgvapolice.gov.
Hello, my name is Merle W. Thornhill IV, and I'm here at Tharp Funeral Home and Crematory. Why come visit us here at Tharp? We administer compassion and professionalism here, and we have an on-site crematory where your loved one will stay and friendly staff. Be sure to reach out to us. Our phone number is 434-237-9424, or visit our website at www.tharpfuneralhome.com.
Here's another word from one of our partners, and you can partner with us as well to get your message out by calling 434-528-9828.
Dr. Kevin Mitkiff is a family and cosmetic dentist serving Lynchburg, Forest, and surrounding areas. Whether you need a cleaning and checkup, teeth whitening, or advanced procedures, his goal is to provide superior care to improve and maintain your dental health. Visit Dr. Kevin Mitkiff, Family and Cosmetic Dentist, at 20331 Timberlake Road, Suite B in the city of Lynchburg, and give him a call at 434-239-8133. Kevin Mitkiff, Family and Cosmetic Dentist, proud sponsors of Conversations, our television, radio, and Facebook broadcasting.
I'm Laura Goldman with Whitehead Media Ventures, and we want to promote you. We want to grow your business, your ministry, promote your upcoming events, and get the word out about your nonprofits, and even help you with your political campaigns.
Right.
Call us at 434-528-9828 or email us at whiteheadmediaventures@gmail.com. Again, call us at 434-528-9828 or email us at whiteheadmediaventures@gmail.com.
I'm Dr. Keith Anderson. Listen, I'm here for your support. I want you to reach your financial goals in the most expeditious manner possible. The best way is to be prepared, but you prepare through financial education. Let me help you. If you just give me a call at 434-944-2867, I'll be sure to help you.
Hello and welcome back to the Andre Whitehead Radio Show, a production of our independent firm, Whitehead Media Ventures. We thank you all so very much for joining us today. We also want to thank our partners, the great folks at Terry Auto Group, where you'll love their cars. Visit the website, terryautogroup.com. Stay tuned. We'll introduce you to Mr. Eugene Butler. I should say the Honorable Eugene Butler. He is the first African-American full-time male judge in Lynchburg. He is working in the J&D court. And we interviewed him a couple years ago, and we are excited to bring this interview back to you through the radio show. Also, we'll have another segment with Phyllis Johnson as she continues to think out loud, but at this time we take you back to the April 6th press conference with Donald J. Trump talking about the rescued pilot in Iran.
So these were large planes that were old and pretty old, and we blew them up, and we had faster, lighter planes come in, and they were able to land on the sand. We needed the bigger planes because we had so much equipment that we needed. We took 3 helicopters over there, which were very strongly used, and couldn't have lived without them. They performed unbelievably well. And if you'd see it, you wouldn't believe it. They came off the plane, and these guys had them. The rotors were off. They rebuilt these helicopters in less than 10 minutes. And that was one of the more amazing things. These are helicopters, small, unbelievably powerful, but small, very small, so it can get into certain areas. And they got them off the plane, and they rebuilt all 3 of them in a matter of less than 10 minutes. It's pretty amazing what the genius of these people. Who would think that? You'd think it would take 5 days to build them. And in some companies, it would take 5 days, and they wouldn't do it well. But they served us well. As Commander-in-Chief, I never forget the extraordinary risk taken by the warriors that we send into battle, and the genius. I mean, think of it, having a contingency of 3 planes waiting because we think the sand is so bad that we probably won't be able to take off. And the planes really got bogged. This was not much of a runway. This was a farm, not a runway. It's a farm, but it did the trick. But to have a contingency as opposed to having to wait 2 days, can you imagine, right in the middle? This was central. This was right, you would call it central casting if you were doing a movie for location. And probably the toughest area of Iran where we'd be sitting there. So these planes came in, those pilots came in so fast and so quick and got out of there. Everybody got aboard and just got 15-minute intervals. 1 load out, 1 load out, 1 load out. It happened, and we were watching, and we said, "That's amazing." It's in many ways, I was almost more impressed by the contingency that we had than the fact that if we would have had a runway or decent soil. But it was an amazing thing. But we thank God for every single one of them. And the talent, the genius is not even talent, it's genius. It's the whole ball game, every one of them. If you look at what we did with Maduro, we went into a military compound, a massive, with thousands and thousands of soldiers, and within a matter of minutes, and he lived behind iron doors. There were steel doors, broke them down so quickly, and within almost minutes, he was in the back of these planes. It was a similar group. Incredible. We have incredibly talented people. And if the time comes, we move heaven and earth to bring them home safely. We're going to bring our people home safely. I want to thank every member of the U.S. Armed Forces involved in these historic operations. They really were historic. It's just not something that's done. And you'd understand it. Not that they don't want to do it, But when you're going into areas, when you look at these helicopters, when you look at the amount of bullets and everything else that they took, when you go into these areas, you don't come out like we came out. God was watching us. I tell you, well, it was the Easter, we were in an Easter territory, I guess, but God was watching us. Amazing. Because when you look at the machinery, they took damage. It tells you, first thing I said is, these are unbelievable machines, how they flew back and not even much of a problem.
We'll take another commercial break. The Andre Whitehead Radio Show is also brought to you by our friends at 518 Family Services, helping families to grow, thrive, and to be successful. Visit their website for amazing information, 518.org. Stay tuned. We will be bringing you the first installment of our radio version interview with Eugene Butler, the first African-American judge selected in Lynchburg. Stay tuned. We'll have that segment. And of course, Phyllis Johnson is here with another Thinking Out Loud segment, and we will continue to bring you the first part of the press conference with President Donald J. Trump talking about the heroic rescue of that pilot that was shot down. He was ejected from his fighter jet over the mountains in Iran. We're right back in a moment.
This is Brandon with Miller Built Outdoor Equipment here in Lynchburg, Virginia. We're located at 2200 12th Street in downtown Lynchburg. Our phone number is 434-846-0041. Purchase a new mower and get your Toro and Steel equipment serviced and prepped and readied so you are ready to attack your lawn and to take care of the property that you have. Feel free to stop by and see us at any time. We're located at 2200 12th Street in downtown Lynchburg. Our phone number is 434-846-0041. Also visit our website at millerbuiltoutdoorequipment.com.
I'm Laura Goldman with Whitehead Media Ventures, and we want to thank you for tuning in to the Andre Whitehead Radio Show. We want to help you promote your organization and events. So give us a call today at 434-528-9828 or shoot us an email at whiteheadmediaventures@gmail.com. We can't wait to serve you.
A healthy, thriving family shouldn't be a child's dream. It should be their reality. It can be their future. We're a faith-driven family services organization focused on mending families so they're able to stay together. Think of us as an oak tree, a symbol of strength and resilience with deep roots. We seek to equip vulnerable families with those same qualities, meeting them wherever they are and providing hope, resources, trauma-informed care, and meaningful relationships that stand the test of time. Think of our ministries as branches of the oak tree, each specifically designed to meet different kinds of needs. Family is a nuanced concept. That's why our family care team approaches complex situations with simple solutions that include professional intervention, interpersonal support, and parenting education with the goal of mending families and keeping children safe. Life is messy, and sometimes people just need someone safe to talk to. Hope for Tomorrow Counseling is made up of compassionate counselors who are here to listen because everyone's story should be heard. Through Hat Creek Camp, we provide exceptional camp experiences. We pay careful attention to the needs of youth, encouraging campers to grow through trust-based challenges and successes. Our Connect team equips and empowers volunteers with the necessary training and support to serve confidently, matching their passions with opportunities. As a whole, our organization partners with caring individuals, churches, nonprofits, and businesses to do the redeeming work of restoring hearts, minds, relationships, and lives. Because every child deserves the solid foundation of a healthy family. Together, rooted deeply in prayer, We can make it possible. One child, one family.
Thanks for tuning into our broadcast for news, current affairs, business features, special segments, family fun, politics, personal profiles, and so much more. We'd like to assist you. Contact us at Whitehead Media Ventures today. Call 434-528-9828 or email us at whiteheadmediaventures@gmail.com. Let us help you.
Hi, I'm Matt Bright, the owner of Bright Images. I want to encourage you to check us out. We service customers from Bedford to Blackstone. We are a full-service print company, and we also provide audio and video services as well. Please check us out at www.brightimagesmedia.com. You can email us at sales@brightimagesmedia.com or call us at 434-846-8273. We're here to serve you. And you're listening to the Andre Whitehead Radio Show.
Independent broadcasting gives us the opportunity to assist our clients in ways others can't. We are not owned by any conglomerate or group of companies taking advantage of our organizations. Our independence provides you the most affordable promotional rates in the region. Don't wait. Call our independent firm today at 434-528-9828.
Hello and welcome back to the radio show, a production of Whitehead Media Ventures. We thank you so much for tuning in. By the way, don't miss my TV show. It happens every Sunday at 9 a.m. here in the Lynchburg Roanoke Market. And it also, by the way, let me give you the times, make sure we get it right. Got a lot of TV shows. So in the Lynchburg Roanoke Market, we bring you the TV show Sundays at 9 a.m. and then early Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. on the CW network. And we'll tell you about the other markets that we air the TV show, so stay tuned. We'll be bringing you that first part of our interview with Eugene Butler, the first African-American male judge in Lynchburg. Phyllis Johnson returns with her Thinking Out Loud segment, but at this time we take you back to yesterday's Monday, April the 6th press conference with Donald Trump talking about the rescued pilot in Iran. Stay tuned.
But these two extraordinary rescues, because it was two, and as you probably know, we didn't talk about the first one for an hour. Then somebody leaked something, which we'll hopefully find that leaker. We're looking very hard to find that leaker. And talked about there's somebody missing. They basically said that we have one and there's somebody missing. Well, they didn't know there was somebody missing until this leaker gave the information. So whoever it was, we think we'll be able to find it out because we're going to go to the media company that released it and we're going to say, national security, give it up or go to jail. And we know who, and you know who we're talking about, because some things you can't do. Because when they did that, all of a sudden, the entire country of Iran knew that there was a pilot that was somewhere on their land that was fighting for his life. And it also made it much more difficult for the pilots and for the people going in to search for him. All of a sudden, they know that there's somebody out there. They see all these planes coming in. It became a much more difficult operation because a leaker leaked that we have one, we've rescued one, but there's another one out there that we're trying to get. So actually, the country, Iran, put out a major notice, you all saw it, offering a very big award for anybody that captures the pilot. So in addition to a hostile, very talented, very good, very evil military, we had millions of people trying to get an award. So when you add that to it, but we have to find that leaker because that's a sick person. Probably didn't realize the extent of how bad it was. I can't imagine that the person did, but we're going to find out. It's national security, and the person that did the story will go to jail if he doesn't say, and that doesn't last long, and I think everybody would understand it. They put this mission at great risk. They put that man at great risk, and they put the hundreds of people that went in looking for him, because everyone now knows that we're going in. Over the past 37 days, America's armed forces have carried out more than 10,000 combat flights over Iran, unheard of, striking more than 13,000 targets. The F-15 we lost last week was the first manned aircraft downed by the enemy in this entire operation, with thousands and thousands of flights. They got lucky. It was a lucky hit. You know, eventually you get lucky. But we got lucky too, because we got both of them back. But it's a record that is unparalleled in the history of military air operations. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. It's such an honor to be involved with it. We were up late at night, and then we were waiting for those contingent planes to come in, and we say, come on, let's go, get in, because they're waiting out on this farm without a runway, with wet, crummy soil, sand, mostly sand, wet sand, and it eats planes alive, and we're waiting, and we're saying, I hope that one can land and take off. And they came in like magic, boom, 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 one after another. It was like genius. I'm so impressed by that. Because we were a little concerned. We said, boy, if they don't get in and get up fast, we're sitting in them. And that's called Iran Prime, right, General? That's where the whole bet is. And here we are sitting there waiting for a plane. But they came in so fast and so hard, and these guys knew exactly what to do. Let's go, come on, get in, let's go, blah. They came one right after another, not at the same time. They don't want to come at the same time. They had to come right after each other. They didn't have any room. There was barely any room to land. Tiny little patch of very wet earth and sand. So I'm so proud of the people that I have standing up here with me, and many others that worked. I mean, so many. Steve Witkoff's over here. He's doing fantastically. Jared Kushner. But the people that are here, the job they did is amazing. And I think I'm going to introduce the head of the CIA, and he is a man he's central casting, okay? If we cast a movie, he's going to play the head of the CIA. He's one of the few. John Ratcliffe, he did a phenomenal job that night. He did something that I don't know if you want to talk about it. If you want, you can. I'm not sure you're supposed to. I'm not going to talk about it. But the CIA was very responsible for finding this little speck. It's like they used an expression on one of the shows. The general was talking about, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, finding this pilot.
So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on sending so many resources and personnel to find this pilot? What an amazing mission. What are your thoughts, though? Give us a call, 434-528-9828, or give us some comments here on social media. We love to get your points of view. Stay tuned. When we come back from commercial break, we'll bring you another segment with Phyllis Johnson as she continues to think out loud. And we'll bring you the first part of our interview with Eugene Butler, Lynchburg's first African-American male full-time judge. You don't want to miss that. The radio show is brought to you by our friends at Kevin Midkiff Dentistry on Timberlake Road. Give them a call, 434-239-8133 for your cleaning and or evaluation. We're right back in a moment.
Lynchburg Project Lifesaver is a program that the Lynchburg Sheriff's Office offers to the citizens of Lynchburg for people that have a disorder that would cause them to wander. This could be a medical condition due to Alzheimer's, autism, or any other disorder. It's a program that's offered at no cost. This program is a 501c3 nonprofit. Project Lifesaver has a 100% success rate. For more information, please contact the Lynchburg Sheriff's Office at 434-847-1301. If you're interested in enrolling somebody in Project Lifesaver, you can come by the Sheriff's Office and pick up a client application, or you can go to our website, Sheriff's Office, go to Project Lifesaver, and you can fill it out online, and it'll be sent in automatically. And a deputy will come out, talk to you, and sign them up.
The Lynchburg Police Department is now hiring with a starting salary of $50,000 and a sign-on bonus of $5,000. Does this sound like something you'd be interested in? You can give back to the community you grew up in and spend every day on the streets that you know and love, talking to and helping the people that made you who you are. For more information, call 434-455-6048.
Thanks for joining us for the Andre Whitehead Radio Show. We'd like to assist you. Contact us at Whitehead Media Ventures today. Call 434-528-9828 or email us at whiteheadmediaventures@gmail.com. Let us help you.
Hello, my name is Merle W. Thornhill IV, and I'm here at Tharp Funeral Home and Crematory. And I have been in the funeral industry for over 23 years now, and I just wanted to let everyone know that if you are looking for a caring and professional facility, Tharp Funeral Home is the one for you. Let us have the privilege of making this last chapter special for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Keith Anderson, and I'm your financial services professional. Listen, my team and I are waiting for you. We're waiting for you to give us a call so that we can help you thrive in this environment. Financial wellness is very important. In fact, financial wellness impacts your intellectual well-being, your social well-being, and believe it or not, your mental and emotional well-being. So if you give us a call, we'll help develop an individual service plan for you to help you reach your financial goals. Give us a call, 434-944-2867.
This is Matthew Pack from Pack Law Group. Have you been recently injured in any type of accident? I would love to help to assist you in this and get you the compensation that you deserve. If you have any other questions, we can give you a free consultation. Give us a call at Pack Law Group at 540-586-7225, 540-586-7225, or visit us online at packlawgroup.com, packlawgroup.com.
Hello and welcome back to the Andre Whitehead Radio Show, a production of our independent firm, Whitehead Media Ventures, and we thank you so much for joining us. Of course, we thank our premier sponsors, the great folks at Pack Law Group, helping you with your legal matter. Visit the website, packlawgroup.com, or give them a call, 540-586-7225. At this time, we're going to take you to the segment Thinking Out Loud with Phyllis Johnson. And then in hour 2, as we mentioned, we'll be bringing you part 1 of our interview with the Honorable Judge Eugene Butler, who made history a few years ago as the first African-American male full-time judge in our area. Stay tuned. But at this time, here's Miss Phyllis Johnson with her Thinking Out Loud segment.
Good morning. It's that time again. It's time for old Phyllis Johnson and her Thinking Out Loud segment on the Andre Whitehead Radio Show. I have to warn you, I don't have any idea where I'm going today. I was thinking a couple of days ago about being a young girl and having this intuition. I guess it was intuition about knowing what was right and what was wrong. And that doesn't mean I always did what was right. But if I did something that was wrong, I'd get this feeling in my gut. You couldn't ignore it. It was a distinct feeling. And I just knew. It was like a sixth sense. Something that alerted me when I was getting ready to do something stupid. I I'm pretty sure most people have that sixth sense. And if you do, you probably are like me and ignored it when you shouldn't have. But thankfully, I made it to a ripe old age, and now I can reflect back on the mistakes I made, and I'm wise enough to try to change things before I get that feeling. I've shared with you that I'm a bit of a rebel. Never hesitated or minded speaking up against something that I knew was wrong, or standing up for the underprivileged or underserved or disenfranchised. I didn't always have the answers, and many times I didn't have the resources to change things, but it never kept me from speaking out. And even now, I still believe that conversations can change things. But sadly, we don't have a lot of conversations anymore. We chat, we text, we use emojis instead of talking about our feelings. And I think we're paying a price for that. I've also told you that I'm a Christian. Not the best Christian. But I talk to God a lot. In fact, if you were to sit with me without me knowing you were there, you would probably be surprised how many times a day I talk to God about things I don't understand, or things that I think are wrong, or I ask Him for help. Help me figure out what I can do. Help me be better. Help me be more compassionate. I ask a lot of my God. Sometimes He answers right away, and sometimes He makes me wait for the answers. And sometimes He gives me the answer that I didn't want. But that's okay.
You're listening to the Andre Whitehead Radio Show, brought to you by our friends at Virginia University of Lynchburg, where great minds are developed. Their website is vul.edu. Stay tuned. We'll bring you the first part of our interview for the radio show with Eugene Butler, the first African-American male full-time judge in the city of Lynchburg. We interviewed him a couple years ago. Don't you miss it. We are running the TV version of the Honorable Judge Butler's interview on the CW Network Sundays at 9 a.m. and then Saturday 6 a.m. again on the CW Network. So be sure to check out the TV version. We also want to thank our friends at the Lynchburg Police Department. If you want to protect and serve the city of Lynchburg, visit their website and apply. Join lynchburgpd.com. Let's get back to Phyllis Johnson as she continues to think out loud. This is the radio show.
So let's talk about what's on my heart today. I had a conversation this morning with an old friend. She's older than me. I love her dearly. She has grown children and grown grandchildren. And she was talking about their Easter holiday, that the children had come to visit and brought a meal. But she broke down and cried, and she said, I got really emotional because I felt so invisible. She had looked around the room after everyone had eaten. Everyone had their cell phones out, and they were texting or scrolling, and there she sat, knowing that she's over the age of 90. She doesn't know how many more Easters she'll have to share and celebrate with her family. And when she brought up topics that meant something to her, she was basically shut down or ignored by her family. And that broke my heart. No one who's older and wiser should feel invisible. Our elders are treasures. They've lived the life, survived the struggles, paid the price for things we can't possibly understand. And we should treat them like treasures. So today, I just want to ask you, find an old person who maybe doesn't have a lot of family or has no family at all. Invest your time in them. Doesn't take a lot of time, but you just have no idea how much it means for them to get a phone call, a quick visit, maybe show up with a bag of cookies or a treat of some kind, and let them share a story with you. You know, when they're gone, it's too late to hear those stories. I would give anything to have an hour with my mom and dad again, to let them share their stories with me. So that's my challenge to you guys this week, is do something kind for an elderly person. Spend a little time with them, check on them, do something nice for them. You know, you reach an age where you can't do certain things for yourself anymore, and they may need help and not know how to ask for it. Find something you can do for them to make their life easier. Think about that this week, and when you have a spare minute, give it to somebody that matters. You guys have a great week.
Well, we thank Ms. Johnson for her continual contributions to the radio show. We appreciate her and her rich, unique voice and amazing content. Welcome to this edition of the Andre Whitehead Radio Show, where we bring you new episodes every Tuesday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. here through Facebook. We will be uploading the radio show on other platforms this afternoon, so have no fear. Be sure to check it out. The Andre Whitehead Radio Show is also brought to you by our friends at Heritage Connection Gifts and Tailoring. They're at 915 Main Street in the Galleria. Stop by and tell them we sent you. We also want to thank our friends at Miller Built Outdoor Equipment. Visit their website, Miller Built Outdoor Equipment. When we come back, you'll meet the Honorable Judge Eugene Butler. Stay tuned.
You're listening to the Andre Whitehead Radio Show. Independent broadcasting gives us the opportunity to assist our clients in ways others can't. We're not owned by any conglomerate or group of companies taking advantage of our organizations. Our independence provides you the most affordable promotional rates in the region. Don't wait. Call our independent firm today at 434-528-9828. That's 434-528-9828. Now, I'll wait a second so you can jot down the number. Again, the number is 434-528-9828.
We are waiting for you.
I am Philip Campbell, Director of the School of Religion here on the Hill that we call VUL. 5 HBCU schools in the state of Virginia: Virginia State, Union, Hampton, Norfolk State, and I say the best for last, VUL. What we offer is a little bit different than the other four, and that is that we are concerned about each and every individual. We certainly try with all our might and power to make persons a part of this great family. We give students a second chance, a third chance, that the other institutions have rejected, that we say, come to VUL and we can make something special out of your life. I think that for VUL, what stands out, again, is the president, Dr. Kathy Franklin, who has been a game changer to bring us where we are today. The different offerings that we have now, refurbishing buildings, and we're very, very much concerned about the staff here at VUL. To receive more information about this great institution that's been on the Hill for so very, very long, I think the best opportunity is the website. And certainly you can go on and receive everything that we offer here at VUL. VUL.edu.
Sterling Oil Company is locally and family owned. We were established in 1983 and we're located at 2528 Cobb Street, which is in the Campbell Avenue area. We have easy access to the greater Lynchburg area and surrounding counties. We deliver residential heating oil and we take care of commercial accounts with their generator needs in emergency situations, and we also take care of local convenience stores with their gasoline and kerosene and off-road diesel needs, and we cannot forget our farmers. We take care of them as well. We have a full-line HVAC department, so give us a call at 845-0971 and we will be happy to serve you.
Hi, I'm Matt Bright, and you may know me as the owner of Bright Images. What you may not know is we also own Rapid Printing from Bedford, Farmville Printing from Farmville, Bob's Printing in Appomattox, Midtown Mailboxes in Farmville, and several other small entities. Our goal is to provide excellent quality and outstanding customer service. You can find us on our website at www.brightimagesmedia.com. Email us at sales@brightimagesmedia.com or call us at 434-846-8273.
Matthew Pack from Pack Law Group. Have you been recently injured in any type of accident? I would love to help to assist you in this and get you the compensation that you deserve. If you have any other questions, we can give you a free consultation. Give us a call at Pack Law Group at 540-586-7225, 540-586-7225, or visit us online at packlawgroup.com, PACKLAWGROUP.com. And you're listening to the Andre Whitehead Radio Show.